Major breaking news. The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has sent a harsh warning on the President of Tanzania, Mama Samia Suluhu. He has given her 72 hours to ensure all the political party prisoners are out of jail. They are literally set free, and Tanzania to organize for a re-election for the citizens of Tanzania to actually go ahead and choose the leader by themselves. You won't believe this. This particular woman had actually jailed major opposition leaders, likes of Tundu Lissu, just because she found them a threat. And now Donald Trump had sent a warning.
We all know that on 29th October 2025, the Republic of Tanzania held its elections.
Punguza.
During this particular day, also some Tanzanians who were dissatisfied by things that were happening under Mama Samia Suluhu, like now putting in detention all the top opposition leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, they went to the streets, they demonstrated, and most of them lost their lives.
These were the scenes in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's biggest city, on election day. People took to the streets infuriated by the exclusion of the main opposition candidates from the presidential race.
Most of these Tanzanians were young people. And I did a video here and I told you that I went to a WhatsApp group that is done by a certain guy by the name TNG, the news guy on TikTok. I saw bodies of Tanzanians lying down like sacks of maize, and I was personally touched. Now, after the elections, horrible things have continued to occur. And that's what I want to take you through here on this particular channel and video. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, a number of things have happened ever since Mama Samia Suluhu was elected again, allegedly, by the people of Tanzania. Now, the shocking thing that I realized from Tanzania, first of all, is that once an election has occurred, even if there were malpractices, the fact remains that you cannot petition it in court. That is scary, because now people can rig and get into power, but you can do nothing because the courts have been stopped by the law not to engage in such kind of an activity. In Kenya here, we know that if an election is not good, if we realize that there were some malpractices within the elections, the opposition team, or maybe the people who felt like they were offended, they are able to go to court, file a petition, and they're able to get justice at the courts of Kenya. But now in Tanzania, there's nothing like that. Even if it was rigged or not, you cannot take the results to court. You cannot petition the results. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that in Tanzania, you cannot do that. And even if Mama Samia Suluhu rigged herself back into power, there's nothing the people of Tanzania can do. And this one, don't blame the Tanzanians, even the constitution of Tanzania, if it exists. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm blaming the people who act like Wajumbe, people in charge of various parts of Tanzania who literally go to make laws within the Tanzanian's parliament. These people decided literally to ensure that there is no petition for any election. That is very bad and disappointing. Another thing that I realized that was horrible from that region, ladies and gentlemen, is this. The results were rejected by both presidents from other parts of this continent and East Africa, and also the church. Now, to begin with the presidents, the president of Botswana came out categorically to say that he does not recognize the illegitimate president of Tanzania, Mama Samia Suluhu. That shows very well, they all know that Mama Samia Suluhu rigged herself into power. For those who could be asking, how is it that people are saying she rigged herself into power? When people are demonstrating, the turnout of voting should not be high. In fact, it should be lowest ever. But now, in this time around, despite that Magufuli won with around 18 million votes, Mama Samia Suluhu got actually more than 30 million votes, which was ridiculous. So in a nutshell, he won by 98%. And then people are asking, if you believe that you are this popular, you can win 98%. Why is it that you have to lock all other top opponents from the opposition side? Ladies and gentlemen, the church came out and also rejected the results. And actually, this church leader was very categorical. He said that there's no peace without justice.
Hakuna amani bila haki.
So in a nutshell, the Tanzanians have to go back to the ballot according to that leader of the church. But we are waiting to see how things are going to unfold. Apart from just rejecting the results, the church leader also revealed something that really touched me.
Wako watu waliouawa wakiandamana. lakini adhabu ya kuandamana sio kifo cha risasi. Wako watu waliouawa wakiwa majumbani, wamefuatwa wakauawa wakiwa nyumbani kwao.
Which also confirmed the rumors that we are getting around online that Tanzanians were literally killed, some of them while in their homes, in that people allegedly being police officers could walk to various homes and get people and kill them. That is what was revealed by this leader of the church. And I want to thank the Catholic Church for always standing firm in support of the public and standing with the people whenever they need a voice. Another horrible thing that has continued to happen there is the arrest of leaders. As we speak today, we know that already Tundu Lissu is in court, and he was supposed to be presented yesterday into the Tanzanian courts, but he was not. Apart from that, we know that Tundu Lissu is the leader of Chadema. Shockingly, his deputy, Heche, has also been arrested and is in court. This shows that still Mama Samia Suluhu and his government are yet to understand what the people of Tanzania are asking for. They don't see the sense of people not being intimidated. They just want to do things their way. So regardless of the demonstrations, they have decided to remain adamant and teach the people of Tanzania a lesson. Also, there have been arrests that have been occurring in Tanzania, which include the arrest of some activists. Like now, there's one business lady by the name Nifa. She's in police custody, and there's an allegation that she has been actually charged for an offense she did not commit. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more threats that have been sent to various people, especially youths. There's one who was pushing for the demonstrations in Tanzania, but here she lives in the US. She has also been threatened that she'll be arrested and taken to courts.
Haiwezekani mtu mmoja amekaa nje ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, dada tu, hata ukimwangalia pia rais yake anawaambia watu wakafanya hivyo na wanaenda kufanya kweli, alafu imetokea anaanza kutamba. Anasema bado nitakuja kivingine. Lazima tumkamate. Mimi nakwambia DPP, huyu lazima tumkamate.
Apart from that, there's a Kenyan by the name Cyprian Nyakundi. He has also been threatened that if he's found, probably, allegedly, it's a shoot to kill order that has been made by the government of Tanzania. Those are horrible activities that have been developing in Tanzania in relation to the elections that occurred and the demonstrations that really took place in the Republic of Tanzania. And that has really led to the people of Tanzania talking about having a new constitution or even changing the constitution. Because, honestly speaking, there's no way people can just rig themselves into power and then you literally come out and say you don't care about that, so you have to remain in power. That is very wrong. The people have to elect someone who they want. The democracy in Tanzania is being seriously killed, but we hope that the people of Tanzania will stand firm and ensure that they protect their countries. Let me take this opportunity to also pass my sincere condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in Tanzania. Kwa wale ambao walipoteza wapendo wao kule nchini Tanzania, tunaomba kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu aweze kuwafariji wakati huu mgumu, kuhakikisha kwamba angalau umepata nguvu ya kuendelesha maisha japokuwa umepoteza wenzenu ambao mlikuwa mnawapenda sana. Tunatumai kwamba serikali ya Tanzania itahakikisha kwamba haitawahi hata siku moja rudia makosa hayo, kwa sababu si vyema kwa wao wananchi ndipo waweze kubaki uongozini. Unaweza baki uongozini bila kuwaua ama kuwadhulumu ama kuwaumiza wananchi wa kiwango chochote kile katika eneo la Tanzania. Na kama Wakenya sisi tunawaambia poleni sana, Mungu atawasaidia, na tunatumai kwamba wale ambao wameaga dunia mwishowe haki itapatikana. Asanteni sana. Naomba kwamba muweze kusubscribe, kufollow content tunafanya hapa. Kwa majina naitwa Abel Mugwa. Thank you so much for following. See you next time for more videos.